Buddy Jeffrey Bannick here. Happy Sunday. Sorry, I just realized last night as I was laying down to go to sleep that I didn't read last night yesterday. So I apologize for anyone that missed that. We're going to be doing Psalms 1 through 4 today and Matthew 1 and 2 today. So with that, let's go ahead and jump on in. I hope everybody's having an amazing Sunday. Again, we're going to be doing Psalms 1 through 4 today and Matthew 1 and 2 today. So sorry about yesterday. I was laying down and all of a sudden I'm just like, man, I didn't do my Bible reading yesterday. And so I apologize for anyone that missed it. So we're going to jump on in here. Psalms at least start out look rather short, but like I said, we're going to do 1 through 4 today and Matthew 1 and 2 today. Psalms 1. Blessed is the one who does not walk in the step with wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, but delights in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. The people is lit. The people is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaves do not wither, whenever they do not prosper. Not so wicked. They are not chaff that the wind blows away. Therefore the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor the sinners in the assembly of the righteous. For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked leads to destruction. Very true. Psalms 2. Why do nations conspire, the peoples plot in vain? The kings of the earth rise up, and the rulers band together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their chains and throw off their shackles. The one enthroned in heaven laughs. The Lord scoffs at them. He rebukes them in his anger and terrifies them in his wrath, saying, I have instilled my kingdom in Zion, my holy mountain. I will proclaim the Lord's decree, he said. You are my son. Today I have become your father. Ask me, and I will make the nations your inheritance, the ends of the earth your possession. You will break them with a rod of iron. You will dash them to pieces like pottery. Therefore, you kings, be wise, be warned, you rulers of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear and celebrate his rule with trembling. Kiss his son, or he will be angry, and your way will lead to your destruction. For his wrath can flare up in a moment. Blessed are all who take refuge in. Wow, Psalms is short. I hope Matthew, this is really short. We might have to double up on these if we're going this short. This is ridiculous. All right, wow, it's really short. Psalms of David. Maybe Matthew's considerably longer. A Psalm of David when he fled from his son Absalom. Absalom. Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me, saying of me, God will not deliver him. But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. I call out to Lord, and he answers me from his holy mountain. I do not lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear through the tens of thousands that assail me on every side. Rise, O Lord, deliver me, my Lord. Strike all my enemies on the jaw, break the teeth of the wicked. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessing be your be on your people. Psalms 4. For the director of music, with strings, instruments, a psalm of David. Answer me when I call you, my righteous God. Give me my relief from my distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. How long will you how long will you people how long will you people turn my glory to shame? How long will you love disillusions and seek false gods? Knowing the Lord has set apart his faithful servant for himself, the Lord hears when I call to him. Tremble and do not sin. When you are on your bed, search your hearts and be silent. Offer the sacrifices of the righteous and trust in the Lord. Many, Lord, are asking, who will bring us prosperity? Light the light of your face, shine on us. Fill my heart with joy. Then, when the grain and new wine abound. In peace I lie down and sleep, for alone, Lord, you make me dwell in safety. So that's really fast. And then we're doing the others are Matthew 1 and 2. What's after Exodus? I wonder why they went to to Psalms. Curious. Let's see here. Look at books. Probably. Why don't we just go to Leviticus? the numbers and just go this way. I don't know. I had AI write this up. I was like, just give me a year. So it's doing this. So we're going to jump to Psalms for some reason. And now we're at Matthew. I like Matthew because it gets us into uh, the New Testament. So, oh man, we're in trouble. Genealogy. So 1 and 2. This is really quick. So I don't know. I'm gonna probably restructure it, and maybe as much as I want to get into New Testament, maybe I'll do that. And that's what we'll do. I'm gonna pick, and I'm gonna do a couple books out of New and a couple books out of Old every time. That's what we'll do from now on. We'll do two, like 3 out of each one. So I'm gonna go back, and I think I'm gonna go to Leviticus next tomorrow. We're going to go instead, since we did Genesis, Exodus, let's go to Leviticus. I don't know why we jumped to Psalms. Not that Psalms aren't great, but let's do that. Let's go to Leviticus. Maybe there is something because the way that equals out. No, there looks like there's an equal number of books. So we're going to do that. That's our new reading strategy. Starting tomorrow, we'll do Leviticus 1 through 4, and we'll do Matthew 1 through 4, or 1 through 3. 1 through 4. We'll do 1 through 4. 1 through 4 Leviticus, and we'll do Matthew since we already did. We'll do 1 and 2. We'll do 2 through 6. So we'll do four book chapters of each one, starting in Leviticus and then doing Matthew. So that we're getting like a double dose that way. Now we're not getting all Old Testament, all New Testament. We're getting a lot of goodness. So cool. So that's the new way we're going to be doing our reading. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Matthew 1, the genealogy of Moses the Messiah. This is the genealogy of Moses the Messiah, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham was the father of Isaac, Isaac the father of Jacob. So that was the lineage. Maybe that's why we're following that so much more, because this is the lineage that did. As I was reading through New Testament and we were reading these in Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, father of Judah and his brothers. Is this Judah though? That this can't be the Judah that it must be another Judah that goes against Jesus. But that is interesting because David is the son of Abraham, who is Isaac. So that makes more sense now why we follow them a little bit more. I really didn't realize that. I sort of guessed, but I didn't really realize that before. Judah, the father of Perez and Zerah. This is the mother of Tamar. Perez, the father of Hezron. Hezron, the father of Ram. Ram, the father of Amminadab. Amminadab, the father of Nahshon. Sorry, I don't mean to name. Nahshon. Nahshon, the father of Salmon. Salmon, the father of Boaz. Whose mother was Rahab. Boaz, the father of Obed, who was the mother of Ruth. Obed, the father of Jesse. Jesse, the father of the king of David. David was the father of Solomon, whose mother was Uriah's wife. Solomon, the father of Rehoboam, the father of Abijah, the father of Asa. Asa, the father of Jehoshaphat. Jehoshaphat, the father of Joram. Joram, the father of Usa. Usa, the father of Jotham. Jotham, the father of Azah. Azah, the father of Hezekiah. Hezekiah. Man, I'm sorry. I got to get some pronunciation classes. Manasseh. Manasseh, the father of Ammon. Ammon, the father of Josiah. Josiah, the father of Jeconiah. Jecon, uh, and his brothers at the time of the exile to Babylon. After the exile to Babylon, Jeconiah and his father of was the father of Shealtiel, the father of Zerubbabel, Zerubbabel, the father of Abihud, the father of Eliakim, the father of Azor, the father of Zadok, the father of Akim, the father of Eliud, Elihud, the father of Eleazar, the father of Mahattan, Manhattan, the father of Jacob, Jacob, the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary, and Mary was the mother of Jesus, who is called Messiah. Thus, there are 14 generations in all from Abraham to David, 14 from David to the exile of Babylon, and 14 from the exile from the exile to the Messiah. Joseph accepts Jesus as his son. Now, this is the birth of Jesus the Messiah came about. His mother Mary was pledged to be married to Joseph, but before they came together, she was found to be pregnant through the Holy Spirit. Because Joseph, her husband, was faithful to the law and yet did not want to expose her public disgrace, he had in mind to divorce her quietly. But after he had considered this, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because she conceived in her, what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. She will give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. Wow, what a dream. All this took place to fulfill what the Lord had said through the prophet. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel. This means God with us. When Joseph woke, he did what the angel of the Lord had commanded him and took Mary home as his wife, but did not consummate their marriage until she gave birth to the son and gave him the name Jesus. Matthew 2. Nice. So, the Magi visit the Messiah. After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, where is the one who was born King of the Jews? We saw his star and we rose and have come to worship him. Then King Herod heard this when King Herod heard this, he was disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. When he had called together all the people's chiefs, priests, and teachers of the law, he asked them where the Messiah was to be born. In Bethlehem in Judea, they replied, this is what the prophet has written. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judea, are by no means least among the rulers of Judea. For out of you come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel. Then Herod called the Magi secretly and found out from them the exact time the star had appeared. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and search carefully for the child. As soon as you find him, report to me, and soon that I too may go and worship him." After they had heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen they when it rose went ahead of them until it stopped over a place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child was with Mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. They then opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by another route. They escaped to Egypt. When they had gone, then an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. Get up, he said, take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. They stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him. So he got up and took the child and his mother during the night and left to Egypt, where they stayed until the death of Herod. And so was fulfilled that the Lord had said through the prophet, out of Egypt I called my son. And when Herod realized that he had been outwitted by the Magi, he was furious, and he gave orders to kill all the boys in Bethlehem and its vicinity who were 2 years old and under. Wow, in accordance with the time he had learned from the Magi. Then what was said through the prophet Jeremiah was fulfilled. A voice is heard in Ramah, sweeping in great mourning. Rachel weeping for her children and refusing to be comforted because they were no more. The return to Nazareth. After Herod died, an angel of the Lord appeared to a dream to Joseph in Egypt and said, get up, take the child and his mother and go to the land of Israel, for those who were trying to take the child's life are dead. So he got up and took the child and his mother and went to the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus had reigned in Judea in a place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there. Having been warned in a dream, he withdrew to the district of Galilee and went to live in the town of Nazareth. So it was fulfilled that through the prophets it would be called a Nazarene. All right. Very cool. Love it. I like reading the New Testament. I like that a lot. So instead of getting so much Old Testament, we're gonna up it up. We're gonna do 4 and 4, so 8 chapters a day. We'll do Leviticus. We'll start in next tomorrow. So we will start there, and I'm excited about doing Leviticus. I don't know why. The I just asked AI. I'm like, hey, break it up over a year, and that's how it laid it out. So I'm sure there's something um, that makes sense about it, but I'm not sure what it is. So we're going to stick with this though. We'll do Matthew um, 3 through 7 tomorrow, and we're going to do Leviticus 1 through 4. Let's see how long Leviticus's chapters are. Seem to be shorter chapters. Pretty short there too, only 17. Most of the ones that we'd been reading are up in the 20s, 30s, and even 40s. So interesting. But yeah, that's the way we're gonna do it. So we're gonna burn through it. I'm excited. We'll have this done in no time flat, and we'll be able to have said we've read the entire Bible one time through, all the way through. So yeah, I'm excited to start the New Testament. Really excited about that. So tomorrow we'll be reading Leviticus 1 through 4 and Matthew 3 through 7. Thank you so much. God bless everybody today. If you're in uh, my Christ business group, please tell me about what you experienced today during your sermons. How was worship today, and what you got out of maybe the sermon. Maybe you could share that with the group. Maybe give us some insight into what you experienced today. Or if you'd like to, I'd love if you'd go in the group and tell your story about how you found Christ and God, and where you are now in your journey. So thanks so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless. Have an amazing Sunday, and I will see you tomorrow.